Nurture and support. Nurture and support. This is a podcast theme song. And it's really short.
Nurture and support begins in 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nurture and Support. I am Mel at Karmic9.
Hi everybody, this is Kelly at KELLYTHUL on Twitter and Instagram.
And we're back for another week of recommendations. Shockingly enough, I don't have an Amazon recommendation this week.
It's like a double hit when it's an Amazon book recommendation. You got layered.
I'm not quite getting away from the books.
That's
Mine
okay.
is bookish themed.
That's all right.
But I am staying away from Amazon.
But the best news is no Mike. You know, that's what I think.
Oh, poor Mike. Be careful what you say about Mike, Kelly. He'll get back at you.
That's true. That is very.
Oh, so to jump right into recommendation, like I mentioned, my recommendation this week is book related. This would be another wonderful kind of independent store that I came across because I got something from them in my OwlCrate subscription.
Nice.
So if y'all don't remember, OwlCrate is a recommendation I've done previously that is a YA themed book box that you get a book every month. It also includes, in addition to the book, a bunch of related themed items in the box. And this company makes candles, and I frequently get candles in the OwlCrate box. And this company is called Novelly Yours, and that's NOVELLYYOURS.com. It's actually, NovellyYoursCandles.com. But they make, as it may sound, book-related candles. So some of them are directly related to books that are out there. They also, I believe, have their own candle box that you subscribe to. But they've branched out into doing typical home scents too. But of course, I'm all there for the books. And I think, is this episode going up soon, did you say, Kelly?
Yes, it'll be going up very soon, like tomorrow soon.
Awesome, because they're having a sale on a book-themed candle that we've talked about many, many times on this show. One of my most recently favoritist books ever, Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. They have a candle about Gideon the Ninth, and it's currently on sale until September 30th. So I just got mine in a few days ago, and I love it. I actually bought two. I mistakenly thought I would maybe give one to someone, but no, I'm going to keep it because that's how I am.
Well, you know, we're both big Gideon the Ninth veterans. You know, I have finished the book and it was awesome. It was really, really good. It's excellent, excellent book. What I'm struggling with, being familiar with the book, having recently read it, is so this will be a storyline related scent.
It's more of like a feeling, you know, scents bring about certain feelings in people. And what do you think when you think about necromancers in space? So it's kind of a dark theme.
Black candle.
It's actually not. I was shocked. You would think that they would go with actually doing black wax for the candle, but they didn't. It's actually kind of a cream off-white candle, but it has a very cool Gideon the Ninth label on it. But the scent in the candle, they describe as deep, earthy, and musky notes of moss, sea salt, old wood, and bone for a rich, earthy blend with some light ocean notes. So I guess that's actually the candle color is more a bone color because necromancers, bones. The ninth house in Gideon the Ninth is all about bones. They're not into that nasty flesh necromancy. They like the traditional bones. So I'm going to pull one of my candles down so Kelly can see it. I don't know if you can see this.
I can,
but
and if you could shoot me a photo of the candle, I'll put it in a blog post too.
Sure. So that's just one of them that they have. I actually got several, as I want to do, because if you're going to buy one or two candles, you might as well buy four. I mean, you have to make it worth the postage. So I got another candle from an author I've talked about on this show before, Elise Kova, who wrote the Loom Saga. I recommended ages and ages ago.
Mhm.
She has another series I haven't actually read yet called Air Awakens, but they have an actually officially licensed candle on one of the characters from that series. So since I actually have that first book in that series that I was planning on reading soon, I had to pick that up too. And it smells really, really good. And it does have black wax. I like black candles, so it fits for me. This is just another one of these kind of cool, small indie sellers that I like to support from the stuff I get in my book boxes. And I'm an easy sell when you're going to sell me book-related items. So Novelly Yours is pretty cool. Also, speaking of Gideon the Ninth, since this post is going to go up really soon, if you follow them on Instagram, one of their recent posts has a discount code. So it's the Gideon the Ninth post, but there's a discount code in there too for anybody who wants to go partake of this particular deal. They have all sorts of cool candles there. I'm sure anybody could find anything that they like, but I'm all there for all of the different books. So any of the YA series that are out around now, they probably have something that you're going to like. If you like the Wicked Saints series, they have a candle for that, which is really, it's in a nice little black jar with a red and black label. Very pretty. I highly recommend it. I just got my candles the other day and I had to sniff them all and light a couple of them just so I could see them burn because Melissa likes the fire too.
Yeah, this is the perfect gift for you. Book related, a little
Yes.
bit of fire. It's all good.
I'm all there for it. So I was really tickled when I realized that they actually had a storefront and you could go buy stuff for them. They apparently do a whole lot of candles for book boxes, and I think some bookstores, though sadly none of them around me, are ordering and stocking candles from them too, because I mean this is a brainer of people in bookstores want book related candles. So I was really tickled to find it, and I was very happy to throw a few bucks their way and get me a box full of candles and some Gideon the Ninth candles, because no one can have too much Gideon the Ninth.
Couldn't agree more. So let's do a pop quiz on you now. You're going to need to tell me the scents of the following candles for the following books, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. You ready?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
The scent for that. Blueberry?
Towel.
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 Oh. That may not be so good.
Well, it'd be freshly laundered
Is it
towel.
a clean towel? Does it smell like Downy?
Yes, it's that kind of freshly laundered towel, not the heavily used.
Dirty, sweaty, stained towel? We don't like that.
So what was you're heading down the right road, I think. So Song Ice and Fire series. Pick your book, whatever you want to do.
Let's see. Fire, blood, bones.
All good, but lamprey pie would be the smell of
Lamprey pie.
Lamprey pie.
Okay.
I don't know for Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Probably like leather or bound books or something. I don't know.
I would like that one. That's kind of what the Elise Kova candle smells like, so it's very nice.
Excellent. Well, I did take your recommendation and I got Gideon the Ninth. I will be getting Harrow. I'm probably not going to do the candle. I don't know. We'll see. I have to take a look and see what they've got. If they got that towel-scented Hitchhiker's one, I'm all over it.
I don't know if I saw Hitchhikers in it, but I didn't go through all of it because, when I found the few that I needed to get, I had to cut myself off and stop looking, or I would have spent far too much.
Fair enough. All right, we'll just go ahead and jump into my recommendation, which will also be pretty quick, I think, this week. And credit where credit is due. I was aware of this show, and it was like kind of like I was doing the Mel thing, and I had it on my list, but I hadn't got to it yet. And our friend of the show, Jeans, she kind of kept thumping on me a little bit, saying, you really ought to give this a shot. And so I did, and I've just fallen in love with it. And it is available on Netflix, not Disney Plus, available on Netflix, The Umbrella Academy. So, Mel, have you watched any of The Umbrella Academy or read any of the graphic novels?
I started like the first volume of the graphic, and then I kind of stopped because I wanted to watch the show. But yes, I'm a huge fan, I should say, or I aspire to be. But I did recently get my Netflix all hooked back up again, and I watched some the other day. So hopefully I moved Umbrella Academy up to my top of my watch list.
It's not bad.
Very
I mean,
timely.
I'm still on my, million-mile march on getting through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where every one of their seasons is like 22 episodes long. And so that goes forever. But Umbrella Academy is only, I think, 10 per season. So that's not too bad. Are you through season 1 into season 2 yet? Or
No, I haven't started watching the show. Didn't they just put up season 2?
They just did very recently.
Okay, yeah.
Well, for those not familiar, and not going to do too many spoilers, but it is based on a graphic novel. It has kind of worked in chapters, and the first season covered the first kind of series of the graphic novel, and then the second one just was released, covered the series called Dallas. It just wrapped up, and it's a fascinating show. If you're not familiar, I was totally unfamiliar with the universe, so there was a lot of things to take in pretty quick. And I don't want to spoil much of it for folks, but what I think it's fair to say, it's a superhero-esque series. Inexplicably, on a certain date, 43 children were born of women who were not pregnant the day. Just it was kind
Spontaneously.
of this spontaneous birthing occurred. And this very idiosyncratic entrepreneur, scientist, millionaire dude was able to secure, he wanted to get all of them. He couldn't accomplish that, but he got 7 of them. And each one has kind of a power. And you kind of form a superhero group of children. And it's interesting because in the comic, they fight, and I think it's fair to throw out, an evil robot version of Eiffel, the creator of the Eiffel Tower. But they're children in the comic, where here they're more camera friendly, older individuals, but just fascinating. Lots of quirkiness to it. Some timeline stuff that occurs that's great. One character he could do some time travel, and he's come back, but he's kind of been stuck. So he's actually in his younger version body, but he's kind of like the oldest one there. So it's this very strange combination of this young kid walking around going, I need a coffee, I need something to drink. And it's just hilarious. But it's fascinating stuff. You'll figure out within the first kind of 10 minutes if it's your cup of tea, if you will. But I highly recommend sticking through it. The first season was great. The second season was fantastic as well, much different. A lot of interesting characters. And it's always fascinating to me as I've gotten kind of this far. I have not been making my way through the graphics yet, but seeing some of the compare and contrast, much like Preacher, where most of the main characters are there, but every once in a while they either kind of combine somebody or shortcut it or pull somebody out of the mix there. So it's kind of interesting to see the contrast between the two. But standalone is excellent. And I'm not deeply attuned to the Umbrella Academy fandom out there, but I'm going to assume they're not too riled up about it, that they're okay, because that's always the risk when you do some of these things, that they're not going to appreciate the depiction. But this has been done, I think, very creatively, very good. Tom Holland is in it, and he largely serves as comic relief, which is one of his major roles, and he is hilarious. If you haven't, do what Mel did. Put it on your list, get it up there, start watching it. The second season has just dropped, so you kind of enjoy 20 episodes of some pretty great stuff. So I'm recommending Umbrella Academy for this week, and again, thanks to Jeans for the encouragement.
And the only thing I have to add is, Kelly, do you know who wrote the graphic novel?
So I've seen the name, and I didn't make an immediate connection to the name.
Oh.
So it's not Betty White.
No.
So I'm
very
good.
Far from Betty White. It's Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance. So all of my emos out there, they know that name. So if you haven't paid attention or checked out his graphic novel career, anyway.
Not being a big Chemical Romance guy.
You pain me.
You can offer up an album for Mike and I to go through, and I can get educated.
Surely. Well, I don't know. I guess I would think that Mike is familiar with My Chemical Romance's
he's
backlog.
He's familiar with a lot, so I would say yes.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
Again, like I've said about other music recommendations y'all have wanted me to give you, I couldn't take it if y'all ripped my music apart.
I think you're probably pretty safe. Although we so badly wanted to just on your first recommendation.
My Grantley Buffalo.
Yep, Grantley Buffalo. we discussed kind of doing just a savaging of it, but we wanted to be your friends still. So and you couldn't do it. We would have had to make it up because we both actually read that out. Very good.
I'm sure it was shocking when it first started playing.
I get a pretty steady diet of suggestions from Mike to listen to, so I'm not shocked by anything anymore. So, yeah, so give that some thought. Shoot a Chemical Romance recommendation our way. We'll give it the Squat Cobbler review treatment. You could even join us if you like. So
Okay, yeah. So that's a great recommendation. It's high on my list of things I'm going to watch because I do really like the graphic novel. You know, being an MCR fan, gotta check it out.
So I think that wraps it up for this week. Would recommend, or would request rather, that if you get a chance, either subscribe to our blog, connect with us on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play, or you can go to YouTube and search on Bog Panda, and you'll get all the nurture and supports, all the squat cobblers, all the other types of things that are all out in one easy to find place. Just go to YouTube and search on Bog Panda. And that's all I have for this week. So thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
You can contact us on our website, nurtureandsupport.net, or email us at nurtandsupp@gmail.com. That's NURTANDSUPP@gmail.com, or tweet us at nurtandsupp on Twitter. You can also catch Nurture and Support on YouTube.
Nurturing and supporting.